we all want the same thing. We want to know who we are. We want to know how to live a life that gives us feeling of meaning and purpose. We want to know that we matter. We want to have wonderful relationships. We want to have abundance through our work or whatever we might do. But we also want to know that we can accept ourselves. And that changes over time. We have many different ways that we might find that way of becoming who we're meant to be. And my life gave me a brand new one. This is why I call it a philosophy, the philosophy that will change your life and our world. Because we all operate in the world together. And so if we're not having a way of thinking about ourselves or others, it can be really difficult for us to even find our own way. And that's what happened for me. But I'm going to give you the information about that you can study on your own and you'll see what's come about. You've heard about things like personal development, self-actualization, cognitive behavior training, therapy. We've done all of those things. And I did so many of them throughout my life. But the other thing I did was I sat down and I did automatic writing. I was connecting to something else. I was connecting to a higher source of consciousness. And we're at a time in our world where we're moving through a great change in consciousness, which we have done many times. I mean, as a civilization, it has happened before. And who you become can surprise you because it's not set in stone. It's in your consciousness. You decide how far you're going to go with that. So what I did since 1989 is I sat down and I received this information. I then proceeded to move through my life, moving through all the challenges and difficulties that we all do. But then something else happened. It turned into something different. It turned into the first verified personal development system. And what it did was it healed me in ways that I couldn't explain. And I know that you could probably do more. Because what happens is, as we evolve as humans, we give information to others so they can do more than what we could have ever done when we lived. That's just how it works. And all of this information that I received from my guides, who is Wilhelm, as I call them, have been based on every great mind that has come before. And I'll give you a document where you can see that. Now, it took a while for me to put my name amongst them. Like, I'm this person who developed this great philosophy that's going to cause everyone to know who they are. Well, if they want to, that would happen. See, it doesn't depend on what you might believe or have believed in the past. It has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with any of that. It has to do with who you're meant to become, your energetic blueprint. Because what started to come through was that there's energy that controls our world, that we think about in a certain way. And consciousness is everything. This is why mindset has become so important, why people talk about it all the time, because we learn how to control and develop our mindset. And then you hear about self mastery. That means, how can I find the way to guide my life where I'm feeling empowered, where I am developing self mastery? And that's what this work has given me to give to you. I'm saying that because I doubted it for the longest time when it was coming about and showing me what was happening. So I had to have it tested scientifically so that I would know that I would tell you something that's accurate. And now I know it's accurate. I couldn't go by just what I had experienced or what I had healed because everybody's different. But I do know that this work works on every person because it's scientifically based. But it's also intuitive because I believe that we have this other mind that we can work with, and many others who have come before use that same intuition. I had to look at those people who had done this because I thought I judged myself. I thought I couldn't have possibly done this. But no, now we see that there are many other people who have created great works in similar ways. Not exactly the way that I did it, because I lived it all to be able to prove it. And then I also put others through this work so that they would see and they had the same experience. And that's what I'm doing now. But today is when I'm changing. Today is March the 17th, and we're all moving through a big reset right now. And so that's what I'm doing. And so I have been working on this for 37 years is how long it's taken to put it together. I'm 75 years old. All the things that were going on in my life has been healed and going in a different direction. I know that you could do more because, again, that's how we will each evolve. And when we get information that can help us understand ourselves and live a really great life and have what we're supposed to have. I just had to live my life. This was my path, but now I'm thrilled to be able to give it to you. And I'm committing to that because I got distracted, as you might have, with what you're doing. But now this is what I'm finishing, and I'm inviting you to come into this work. For these 2 days, for the 17th through the 9th, 17th, 18th, and 19th, you can come into this work at an incredibly discounted rate. And so you'll have that in this information. And that's what I want to give to you because I want more people to experience the magnificence of this work. I know what you can achieve. That is what's on my website, and I had to take all of these years to be able to prove it. And so there's no reason that you can't have the life that you're supposed to have. And I'm so grateful that you're here. And I would like for you to share this with anyone else that you feel would help. This would help them because the more of us who discover the brilliance that's within us and can live in that higher state of consciousness, the better the world is. That's what happens, which is why I say this philosophy will change your life and our world. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you soon.